Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be showcasing some videos from my training for the Brisbane Regionals that I'll be attending this Saturday. So the team I'll be using will comprise of some of these Pokemon that you see in front of you, and I hope you like this video as I go through them. Okay, we're getting into the first match. So we have Clodsire against Clodsire. I'm safe swapping into Lapras. This team is comprised of Clodsire, Lapras as a safe swap, and Annihilape as the backline. So here I'm going to safe swap Lapras and going for the full Skull Bash onto Wigglytuff. I'm betting that he won't be shielding, so I'm increasing my defense with Skull Bash. He hits me with Swift, not very effective, and I'm trying to go for the farm down before he takes me out, and then surviving on 1 HP, and then we're going for the Sparkling Aura. So I'm trying to align Annihilape onto Clodsire so that since we're up a shield, we probably can put very high pressure, and then we see a Talonflame catch. So I burn the Rage Fist first, going to farm a bit more, going for the next Rage Fist, and now what I'm gonna try and do is instantly swap out to Clodsire because he has 4 counts of Incinerate, that's 5, so he can do basically 2 flies at this point, or 1 Brave Bird. But I'm thinking he was going for a fly for the first one, so I'm gonna try and go for the farm down, but then I was thinking, okay, the Brave Bird could knock me out at this point, so I had to shield. Couldn't go for the farm down, so I had to double shield this part. Yep, and now comes in Clodsire. So Clodsire, the Mud Bomb doesn't take me out from this range, which is good. I do an Earthquake onto the Clodsire, which takes a lot of damage, does a lot of damage, and then Annihilape comes in to just clean up. And at this point, Talonflame should not have any move. Yep. Okay, so this team's synergy is based on Lapras trying to flip the switch with Skull Bash, or to try and take out the shield if the opponent shields. If it doesn't shield, the Skull Bash will do a lot of damage already onto whatever is in front. So yeah, Clodsire into Medicham, good lead. So I'm going to farm up to 5 and then come in with Annihilape to hit the Galarian Stunfisk. So Steel is weak to the counter damage from Shadow Annihilape. Okay, I didn't know, I mean, I was thinking Rock Style Earthquake, so I wanted to shield the first Rock Style because I wanted some health on Annihilape, and he does the same, so I'm just going for the farm down at this point. So here I'm thinking, okay, it could be a bait, but I didn't want to risk it, so go for a shield, and luckily it was an Earthquake, so I'm going for the full farm down. Now we have another count on Rage Fist. Medicham coming in, I'm going for the second Rage Fist. This will be initially boosted already. So this will be a boosted Rage Fist, which does a lot of damage. I'm going to try and go for the farm down and catch onto the Clodsire with the combo play. So here he probably shields, yep, and okay, yeah, he top left from here point. Yeah, so this part was an easy lead, so I didn't think that much. Yeah, so okay, so recently I've been dropping my elo on purpose because I've been practicing with competition mons, and I've been practicing with Shadow Zapdos, which is something that you cannot always bring into the Go Battle League because it's very frail. It only has one specific target, which is actually Azumarill. I'm bringing Shadow Zapdos just to counter Azumarill in the Brisbane Regionals, so that's why I need to practice with it in the Go Battle League. So Clodsire into Cradily. I'm going straight for Earthquakes on good timing. None of his move actually threatened me, but this is gonna be a Rock Tomb. Yeah, lowering the defense. Sorry, lowering my attack. I'm just still going for an Earthquake. This will still knock out. Okay, he shields up, which is good. So I'm trying to save my shield for the Shadow Annihilape. This will knock out. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. And now I'm going for an Undertouch here, just to not to knock out the Cradily. Okay, coming in with Annihilape. Clodsire is still alive, so I have 2 shields Annihilape versus whatever's at the back. So first Rage Fist coming in onto the Drapion. I outpaced it because I had 2 counts of counter, and now he gets to a Crunch. I'm going to take this crunch because I want to save whatever shields I have for Lapras. It could be a very hard counter like Mandibles or something. So this team, once you have like Clodsire down, I think it's hard to play without shields. So that's why Lapras, I'm saving my shields for Lapras, and that's where I want to see the last Pokemon. Swampert here is going to fire Earthquake, I think. Yeah, there was a bit of a lag from here on, and then yeah, I can take an Earthquake, but I didn't want to risk the HP, so I'm just going for the shield since I have plenty of shield. Yeah. Okay, so that's 3 matches for the Clodsire team, and I'm just gonna show another 3 matches. Sorry, the rest of the matches will be including Shadow Zapdos, basically. Okay, so talking a bit about this team, of my team, it's going to be comprised of Clodsire, Lapras, Shadow Annihilape, Shadow Zapdos, Mandibuzz, and I can't remember. Azumarill. That's the last one. So okay, Clodsire into Whiscash, bad lead. I'm gonna save swap into Lapras. Lapras gonna bring out Bastodon, which is not a very foolproof counter. So I can still fire Sparkling Aria. Sparkling Aria will hit for single super effective onto the rock type attack of Bastodon. And here I will be able to take down the Bastodon, but I'm gonna let go the Lapras from the Stone Age. So I'm gonna come in back with Clodsire to farm extra. I'm not coming with Annihilape because I want the Annihilape's pressure on Whiscash later on. So he's probably gonna come in Whiscash after this. Yeah, but none of the attacks on Bastodon actually threaten Clodsire, so I can just go for full farm down on 100 energy and then come in with Earthquake immediately onto the Whiscash. Yeah, so I'm aiming to get an energy lead first and then come in with Earthquake on Whiscash. Whiscash is gonna throw Mud Bomb, I think. It won't knock out, so that's good. Another Earthquake coming in. Now we still have a 2-shield Annihilape versus the Whiscash. I'm gonna come in directly just to try and draw out the last guy. So the first one should be a Mud Bomb, so I'm gonna shoot up. Then just go to farm, and I see Victreebel. So Victreebel a bit tricky, has very hard hitting fast moves but very slow to the charge moves. So I'm gonna fire Rage Feast first. He decides not to shield. Yeah, that's game over. And yeah, simultaneous knockout, but Clodsire is still alive, so we win this match. Okay, new team, Azumarill, Shadow Annihilape as a safe swap, and Shadow Zapdos. Shadow Zapdos is going to cover Shadow Annihilape with the flying resistance, and Shadow Annihilape is going to cover Zapdos with the rock and ice resistance. So Azumarill into Talonflame, good lead. I'm going to fire Ice Beams on good timing. I should be able to win this matchup. So he fires, and I'm going to opt for a shield, basically going for switch advantage in this point. And then he comes in with Bastodon. Okay, I can't swap out. The moment I swap out, I lose the switch, so I'm just going to farm and do some chip damage. So this game is basically alignment based. He can farm as much as he wants, but he needs to use at least maybe 1 charge move to take me out, or else he'll just be taking a lot of chip damage from Azumarill. And yeah, so close to the Ice Beam, so he's going to take me out with a Stone Age. And then coming in back with Shadow Annihilape to farm. This will be double super effective, so I'm getting the full farm down, and last is also a Victreebel. So yeah, Rage is coming in. He's gonna shield this one. Oh, he doesn't shield this one. Okay, yeah, that's a win. So either ways, I was going to let go of Annihilape, not going to shield it if there was a charge move coming in, and then coming with Zapdos after that. So Azumarill into Drapion, I save swap into Annihilape, they save swap into Furret, which is not a very good counter on Annihilape, so I can basically pressure with the counter damage and boosted Rage Fist damage. shielding up the first one, I'm thinking this is a Trailblaze which will hit quite hard, and then farming down. So now I'm down the shield. I'm going to save the shield for Zapdos, trying to pressure onto Drapion with the Rage Fist. I'm going to fire as soon as possible because I want the boosted attack. Yeah, but so Drapion shields, Aqua Tail coming in, doing a bit more, and then coming back with Azumarill. Full health Azumarill versus a Drapion with half health is yeah, usually Azumarill wins. But this time he has Such Bomb, so quite threatening, but it's okay. I get to Ice Beam. So which means he has Aqua Tail and Such Bomb, which means that Crunch shouldn't be there, and I can tank the Aqua Tail. Coming back with Zapdos onto Machamp, so now this is tricky. Machamp is already at a Cross Chop. Cross Chop does quite a lot of damage onto Zapdos, so I need to shoot the first one. I'm gonna farm a bit more. This is the second one, and then you'll see the resisted Cross Chop still does a lot of damage. First Drill Run coming in onto Machamp. This will be so effective, it will knock out. And I know Drapion is 2 away, which means he has to fire now, otherwise he will I will take him out. And yeah, 2 away from the next one, so Ice Beam knocks out Drapion. Yeah, so for this lineup, I need to swap out to Annihilape to try and draw out something, because Azumarill will probably be a counter to whatever's at the back line. Okay, good lead Azumarill into Diggersby, stay in, directly go for the Ice Beam whenever possible. So he's on 5 counts, which means he's on 16. So he's gonna fire after 4. Yeah, no shooting this. This will be a Scorching Sands. No attack debuff, so then he's gonna fire the next Scorching Sands. Okay, from here I'm gonna farm a bit and go for the Ice Beam. This will probably take a shield or take him out, depending. Okay, and then now the next Ice Beam will be coming in. Okay, I'm gonna opt for the farm down on Zapdos, because this is my hardest counter on the team, so I'm going to farm down Diggersby, shooting up the Fire Punch, because it will still do about 50, take me down to 50%, and then get some more energy on Zapdos. So now we have a Zapdos against Talonflame. I'm going to pressure with the Drill Peck first, and now he has no shields. I can farm all the way into Thunderbolt. This will do very heavy damage onto Talonflame. And what's at the back? Last one will be a Feraligatr. So I have 1 shield, and Annihilape paces 6 to a Rage Fist. So just nice, I can shoot up the Hydro Cannon and fire the Rage Fist on once I get it. Yeah, so for this team, once you get a good lead, it's very hard to break. But if I get a bad lead, that's where bad or neutral lead, I need to switch out into Shadow Annihilape to try and draw out something. Okay, good lead again, Malama into Azumarill. I can do basically anything here. Everything here is resisted. The Psy waves are neutral, which will add up, but all of his attacks are resisted. So I can just bait with Ice Beam, because I don't need to spend the energy on Play Rough, so I'm going to Ice Beam first. At this point, I think he no-shielded the Malama, so I could have gone for the Play Rough, but I just wanted to go for a double Ice Beam. It's a bit more... Okay, if he shielded, it's safer, and then I can put more pressure, but he didn't shield, which means there's something that wants to be farmed down. So Drapion comes in, I can still fire an Ice Beam, because the Poison Stings don't really do very hard hitting damage, and it's a Shadow Drapion. So 1 shield down Drapion now is a very good scenario for Annihilape and Zapdos. We have basically 2 shields and very hard hitting moves. Crunch coming in, I'm going to save 1 shield for each Pokemon. So shooting the second one, this will be Aqua Tail, and I'm going to get to the next Rage Fist. Okay, here I decided to double shield, because I wanted to get to the Rage Fist and farm down. I know he's dry on energy, with currently his 2 counts of Poison Sting. I think I can take him out with 2, and last one is more Morpeko. Yep, counting to 5, catch on Zapdos, and this should be game. If he fired Aura View onto Annihilape, I would not have survived because he still has a shield. Yeah. Azumarill into Dragonite. This is a very good lead, so stay in. Opponent should switch out at this point. I'm not sure what he's doing, so I'm just going to take all the damage that we can. Dragon Claw coming in, we're going to fire on 2, and now Lantern comes in. So I'm opting to fire first the Play Rough. I want to take him down to about farm down range, and then Annihilape can come in to basically farm. Firing instantly, Rage Fist. So Rage Fist will do some damage, won't knock out, but it will boost my attack, and then I'm going to spend a shield here. Thunderbolt coming in, it gets shielded. So now we have energy on to Annihilape, and now he does a lot more damage onto Dragonite, although it's resisted by the flying. Rage Fist coming in, he's going to shield, and this will bring him very close to knocking out, so I'm just going to farm down with Azumarill. Everything is resisted onto Azumarill here. Yeah, this is a bad move, Frustration. So I know at this point it's pretty much a win scenario for me. Dragonite is low, so I need to at least save the shield for Zapdos. Here, he doesn't shield as well, so I think he knows it's also gone. Yeah, so I'm just basically going to fire double Ice Beam, and yeah, I'm going to clean up the Dragonite after this. Yep. So opponent basically just gave up here. Yeah. So I think the reason why he couldn't swap is, but I believe he could have swapped into Drapion first, and then I would have counter swapped to Annihilape, and then he can try to flip switch. But nope, he didn't. Okay, Azumarill into Swampert, good lead again. I'm gonna fire on 7, but he got to a Sludge first, so this is going to be a Sludge. Super effective on Azumarill. Fire Ice Beam on the next, after the first bubble. This will take down to 50%. He shields, which is good for me. And the next Sludge, I'm going to opt for a shield. So I'm going to try and pressure with the next Ice Beam and try and take down both shields on Swampert for this scenario. So I didn't want to take any Hydro Cannons, hitting Hydro Cannons onto Annihilape without any shield. So I'm going to farm. Okay, here you see momentarily I stopped tapping. I wanted to save some HP on the Swampert so that I can farm. He's on, I think, 1 count of 1 shot now, so he has to get to another 4. So he has to switch out, which is why I want to come in with Annihilape later. So doing a super effective Ice Punch onto Mandibuzz, that's bringing it down to about 50%. This Aerial Ace will knock out. So now everything is on Zapdos, and here you see the power of Zapdos when there's no shields on the opponent. You can basically overfarm. This Drill Peck will knock out the Mandibuzz, and remember Swampert is also on, I think, 1 or 2 one-shots. This is the power of Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt actually counts to 7, but after the first 7 counts of Thundershocks, it will go down to 6, which makes it pace super fast. And then now I can basically farm down and go for the next Drill Peck onto Swampert. So this is where Shadow Zapdos shines, and it takes out 3 at the same time. Okay, and the last match, Azumarill into Drapion. Here I save swap again to Channel Annihilape to try and draw out something else. Covenant comes in, not a very good counter because he's doing S-Dash, which is super effective. But I can still do neutral Rage Fist. So here I'm going to opt to... Do I let this go? Yeah, let this go. Yeah, putting 2 shields on Zapdos. So farming down everything. The S-Dash is resisted. And now we have Zapdos onto Drapion. So I'm going to go for the Drill Peck, he shields. And then going for the next Drill Peck. But then, yeah, I decided to catch onto Azumarill because I saw the Drapion is on half HP already. So, yeah. And the opponent decides to quit at this point.